Welcome to our series, The 12 Dodekagram Types, where we briefly discuss the 12 unique ways people worship based on Dodekagram, a spiritual tool for a digital world. In this video, I'm going to discuss the artist.
No. You're saying it all wrong. It's not artist, it's artiste.
Hit the like button and let's get started. Artists are sensitive, imaginative, creative, nonconformist, and sometimes eccentric. No, of course this isn't a trash bag. I paid $100 for my personal seamstress to design it just for me. The primary way artists connect with God is through art, beauty, and the act of creating. Like the naturalist, the artist draws from the heart.
C'est trop mignon.
But while the naturalist taps into nature for energy, the artist draws it from beauty and creativity. Artists derive inspiration from their feelings and their senses, and they may even be a bit moody. In this way, they are the type that's most connected to their emotions and their surroundings. They typically see the world that is different from many others, finding hidden beauty in creation, in art, and in their own experiences, meaning that what may appear insignificant to you might be deeply inspiring to them. Are you serious? You want to bring the broken toilet that you just found at this dumpster home with you?
No. It is a metaphor of the fragilité of the human condition. And it really touches me.
No, I'm pretty sure that's just a sewer rat running up your leg. Now, artists are usually pretty easy to spot in a room because they like to express themselves, sometimes in unique ways through their own selection of clothing or in the creative ways that they like to present themselves.
My name is Jean Guidet.
Dude, you're my cousin's neighbor from Jersey who parks cars at the Renaissance Fair.
I am Jean Guidet.
That's because artists usually have flourishing imaginations and they're not bound to the doldrums of life that bind most of us into conventional thinking. As such, depending on the theological tradition, artists can have a very hard time fitting in at traditional churches. For they feel closer to God when they are expressing themselves artistically, which is oftentimes an outflow of their feelings and their emotions, while most churches believe that spirituality is all about tradition, convention, and logic. In other words, churches overemphasize thoughts and underestimate feelings. I talk to God every day, young man, and I'm pretty sure God doesn't have any feelings. In churches, the artist is usually relegated to being the music director in charge of the sound system, or consigned to being the all-around goofy guy who's only allowed to lead Vacation Bible School in the summer.
Hey kiddos, who's ready to get crazy for Jesus?
But in all seriousness, a lot of churches have no clue what to do with artists, and so these artists express themselves in a variety of professions and hobbies outside of church, such as interior design, performing, songwriting, painting, photography, the culinary arts, acting, and sculpting. Not that kind of sculpting. Fortunately though, artists have been influential enough to incorporate paintings and sculptures, icons, music, artwork, and architecture into religious life, for which we owe them a mountain of gratitude. Truth is, the artist is one of the most godlike types on Dodekagram because who God is, namely a creator, is exactly what the artist seeks to be. For surely we don't imagine that God is as boring as is often presented in churches. Wait, what? On the contrary, God is the creator of the cosmos in all of its beautiful complexity and simplicity. And Jesus was an incredibly artistic communicator, very aware of his aesthetics, employing images, nature, and empathy into how he taught. In addition, Jesus almost always encouraged his listeners to use their imagination rather than to force them to undergo a data drop, since Jesus almost never answered questions and instead simply replied to questions with another more creative question or a story. Speaking of which, if you think you might be an artist, let me ask you a question. Do you feel more connected to God when painting in nature or creating something with your hands? Or do you prefer listening to a sermon or attending the traditional service at your church? Listen up, worship team. You better not change anything on Sunday morning, or if you do, you better familiarize yourself with the story of Uzzah, because either God's going to strike you down or I'm going to do it. In conclusion, if you liked this video on the artist, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and don't forget to take the free quiz at dodekagram.com. I'll see you in the next video in our series, The 12 Dodekagram Types.